Okay, so let's say this property loses power and you need to turn the generator on. So you're going to bring your generator out and get the generator fired up. And then we put this interlock on here, which prevents the main breaker from being on at the same time as the generator breaker here. When you lose power, if you turn this main breaker off, this interlock will allow this 30 amp breaker to turn on. So these can never be on at the same time. So main breaker's off, generator breaker gets turned on, which is actually going to be back fed from here. Okay, so that cord that gets plugged into the generator also gets plugged in here, and it then back feeds through here into the house. Because your generator is a 120 volt, I put a bypass or a jumper, not a bypass, but a jumper right here. So this is actually just a 120 volt feed because of the type of generator that you have. If you get a 240 volt generator, and I put a label inside here, that jumper is going to have to come out, otherwise it'll trip this. But so as is, you really only have 120 volt in the house. Anything that takes 240 in the house, whether it's pumps, I think your water heater, the garage right here, it's only going to see 120 volt. The 240 volt stuff will not work. The range that's electric will not work. But all the lighting will work, your outlets will work. And I don't know the size of the generator, but it probably will not be able to support everything in the house, but the lights, the refrigerator will work. You know, a few of the outlets and things like that can be turned on. Technically everything, but it might overload the generator. So, but nothing that's 240 volts. So, like I say, there won't be any hot water in the meantime. When power comes back on, which probably the only way they would know is either from the neighbors or calling the utility. The generator gets shut off. This breaker will get shut off. This interlock will get pushed up, and then you can turn the main breaker back on. So, like I say, these two can both be off, but they cannot physically be both on at the same time, and this actually prevents that from happening. So, that's about it. And here's the instructions right here if you forget any of this. Let's see. Okay, so I think the cord that we got you was about 15 foot. So anywhere out here you can put the generator, wherever it might be, so that you can plug it in.